welcome to Super Dwarf Sunday for January 3rd, 2021. I'm Lori with Behavior Education at Spirit Keeper Equine Sanctuary. This is Ultraviolet, also with Behavior Education at Spirit Keeper Equine Sanctuary. And right next to me is Tausetti. Tausetti's waiting for me to let him out. This is his Zen habitat. It's a 4 foot tall by 4 foot wide by 2 foot deep Zen enclosure that he's been really happy with and I've been really happy with. But he woke up a little while ago and decided that he wanted out, so I'm going to show you how we go about letting TC out when he asks. He comes to the door, and right now he seems to just be resting on his PVC perch. But I am going to open the door for him. And see if he would like to come out. Hi, TC. I think I'll actually take the doors off for you so that you can see into TC's enclosure. You can also see how user-friendly and easy that these Zen habitats are. I was very concerned when we first put TC into this Zen habitat that he would be able to escape between where the sliding doors come together. And I secured it with a lock, and that helped with the give a little bit. He has not escaped from this enclosure. He has squished part of his body between the doors once, but it wasn't in an attempt to escape. He was using the gap between the doors to shimmy up the doors. He likes to shimmy up things, which is why we have so many branches and trees and this moss pole in here for him. So I'm just going to give him a few minutes and see if he would like to come out, but I thought you might enjoy seeing where TC spends most of his time. This is his living habitat, and when he's awake and active and asking to come out, I try to accommodate him as much as possible and let him out into the room at large, where we of course have safe exercise spaces for him to expend any physical energy that he has on. So there are areas for him to stretch completely out in, there are areas for him to climb on, and it's safe in here for him to move around, and that is always done when he is supervised. I don't leave him loose out of his enclosure unattended at all. I always watch him very closely. A friend of mine was recently asking about TC's size and weight. I just weighed him last night and he was 420 grams. So TC was hatched on June 6th, 2019. So he's a year and a half old. He's 18 months old. Well, almost 19 months old. And he's 420 grams and he is just under 4 feet. So this enclosure is 4 feet long. And he is not yet longer than the enclosure, so he is still under 4 feet. Now, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about TC's heating and lighting. TC has a UVB light bar in here that's a 7% shade dweller from Arcadia, and he also has a Jungle Dawn full spectrum LED light bar in here next to his UVB. And then he has a halogen basking lamp at the back, as well as an deep heat projector, which is infrared B, I believe. It may be infrared A and B that produces. And then he also has a deep heat projector above one of his humid hides. And this particular humid hide sits on top of a water bin that he can swim in. And then he has a second swimming pool down here, and then a second humid hide down here. And so at this time of day, I usually turn off the UVB. It's probably about 4 or 5 p.m. here in Colorado. And so I stagger the lighting coming on and off. So what I usually do around this time is turn off his full spectrum light and his UVB light. And I just leave that basking light on for a little while longer before we turn that off as well. He has a ceramic heat emitter here above his swimming pool, his larger swimming pool. And the ceramic heat emitters tend to draw a lot of moisture from the environment, and so that's why I have it right above his swimming pool. And I missed his enclosure every day this winter. I did not do that last winter, and we didn't have any issues with humidity or with him shedding. But this winter's been exceptionally dry. Even I'm having issues with my skin cracking despite lotions and things like that. So I've added 2 humid hides to TC's enclosure. He has a drinking water dish on the ground, this larger swimming pool here, a smaller swimming pool up high under his second humid hide, and then this moss pole that's in here, I mist it every day, and I have added a temperature and humidity gauge inside of his enclosure so that I can monitor that a little bit more closely because we're just having such a dry year. Did I interrupt you from coming out? TC started to climb out onto the chair, and then I sat down to change his lighting, and he went back up there on his perch. What? You're not eating right now, so don't even look at me like I might have food or something. I don't. You gonna come out and explore for a while? Okay. That's what you are, TC. 62.5% Calatoa. What do you think? That's right, Calatoa. No, not Karumpa. Go back? Let's say goodbye. Let's say goodbye and you can go back in your enclosure, okay? Everybody, thank you so much for joining TC and I for this episode of Super Dwarf Sunday. I want to remind everybody that TC is a 62.5% Calatoa Super Dwarf Reticulated Python who is here from Reach Out Reptiles. So if you're interested in learning more about Super Dwarf reticulated pythons, or if you're interested in making a super dwarf part of your family, then check out Reach Out Reptiles. I also want to refer you to my friend Summer Grace Mitchell's YouTube channel, where she recently posted an update about her super dwarf retic, Giles. And until next time, everybody, please remember to always be kind and love your animals. TC, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Where are you going? Do you want to go back into your enclosure here? What are you doing? Huh? Why are you climbing on my hair? Come here. It's time to go back. Let's go back into your enclosure. Come on. Here you go. Let's go back.